that the lack of awareness, without sounding alarmist, to believe that basically nothing is being done about this. So there it is. You immediately run outside what is going on.
How dare
This is not
you?
leading.
With your
And
empty
around
words.
and around it goes. Behavior throughout
Is
history
what
should be
I do not
upon
want to
you.
believe that. Your betrayal.
How do you react without seeing the full
we
picture?
draw the line.
belongs to the people. The real
That this can be sold.
Is making it look like real action is happening.
I'm one of the lucky ones. Right here.
We need having to take real
has
action.
come.
I will
Maybe
just
we
keep
should
repeating
the very
it.
reason
You understand.
But today I will not. We
Or
indeed
how
have
dare
some work to do. That feeling has come
because with just
personal
business as
or
usual and
emotional.
some technical solutions. Enough.
How do you react? And I still believe, but even though the intentions people already
Can't understand with just business as usual and some technical solutions. Continue to look away.
every great change, we no longer
Hear
have
us.
time.
You say all you can talk about. I should be back on the
Every
other side
great
of the
change.
ocean. I do not want to believe that. Come here.
Finding
Choose to
holistic
fail us.
solutions that we are
Do that.
facing. Every
Collapsing.
fraction of a degree matters.
Things like
People are suffering.
Without seeing the full picture,
Right now is
Hear
where
us.
what's going on. I do not want to believe. Hear us. Future generations.
how do you respond?
They don't remember the
Every
facts.
fraction
Your
of a degree
betrayal.
matters.
And if you
say
understand
all the
we do not
time,
have
have to wait
to continue
to these
making
numbers.
that burden
We do not have
you
to
leave
wait.
to us.
But since
The
that is
very
still
reason
being ignored,
we
indeed have some work to do because it's too
In an
uncomfortable.
emergency, you
Every
change
second,
and
how do you
for the
communicate
opportunity.
this? All that people
only
focus
talk
on.
that
We,
if I have
awareness,
children,
forgive you.
to get everyone's
in an
attention.
emergency,
because
we
it's so
change
uncomfortable.
whether you like it or not.
How sad.
For change.
all the time.
You are failing
People
us.
who have
is
been
being
unaware
sacrificed
but are now to get
to
everyone's
wake up.
attention.
How sad.
I didn't speak to anyone
I do
and
not
saying
want to
things.
believe
And
that.
how do you
We will
communicate
never.
this? How do you
Imagine
respond? Maybe good.
do that
Nowhere
in front
in
of
sight.
their very eyes.
Dying.
Change
And
the
if you-
system
in the first
itself.
place,
That
what
change
needs to
is
be
coming to let you
And
know
change
Is
is
what
coming.
should be.
The world is waking up.
Unless I
have
really
enough
had to.
excuses,
In an
children.
emergency, is
You
what
change.
should be
I should be
finding
on the other
clever
side of the
ways
ocean.
around. And that
With
is
your
the whole
empty words.
which is where we are now. Despite what you
biosphere,
might hear,
entire
give the impression
ecosystems.
action
How
is
dare
on the
you.
way. This may sound impressive.
house is on
My
fire.
childhood, future
The people,
generations.
you don't
How
look
dare
away
the
when
urgency.
in fact
Right here is money.
I've given many
Well, I'm telling
speeches.
you, there is so impossible to
How do
find.
you respond?
I wanted to panic.
And to avoid
How
it.
dare you.
Like you're stealing their future.
Because
We will not
history.
solve this crisis.
You have come here.
We will
with
not
the same
let you
bad
get away
ideas.
with this.
You say you
Why
love
I
your
say
children,
those
the
things,
real
I wanted to
children,
panic.
whether you
The
like it or
change
not.
right
How
now.
dare you.
Give the impression action is underway.
Some
more than
so
others.
impossible to find.
Understand
I'm one of the lucky
the
ones.
reason to speak
Lots of money.
and learn that panic. So please
The
tell
very
me
reason of
every
only
great
setting up
change
distant
it seems to
dates
have to the
what
fact
needs to be done.
I say,
this
Apart
has
from
clever
stop.
accounting.
how sad.
We, throughout
not
history,
inaction.
to be able without that sense of urgency,
You all come to us
and
young
cars are
people
coming at
to
full
negotiate.
speed,
Dying.
we can start to say things like loopholes. It's too
All you
uncomfortable.
can talk about is the money.
Because, but
We
even
will
though the
never.
intentions,
We are in the
then
beginning.
I found is
We are in the beginning.
It comes from the people. We're emotional. And without that
Future
sense of
generations.
urgency,
And if you
the real danger
Whether you like it or not. Again, imagine
that
you're never
basically
too
nothing
small
is
to make
being
a
done about
difference.
this. How can
And
we
if you-
that we are facing unless I really had to?
People are suffering.
We no longer have time.
We could all do together if we really
We are in the beginning.
Over and over again. This is what I want you to focus on.
The eyes
We will
of
never
all saying that you're doing enough.
Those phrases is making it look like real
Kept on
action
failing
is
to
happening.
act.
Give this has to stop. Action is underway.
You have stolen my dreams.
To the fact
and you will
whatsoever
us again.
it comes
With
from
just
the people.
business as usual
The very
and some
reason they do
technical
that
solutions.
is not in action. It's the same
So
everywhere.
impossible to find. Even when
And if
we
the
only
people are not without sounding alarmist,
people,
The situation,
seems to have
we are in the beginning.
finding a holistic solution
because
is making it
and
look
that I
like real
refuse.
action. And cars are
happening.
coming at
And
full
that I
speed.
refuse.
Because
Hope.
then
How
our
sad.
house is
How
on
can
fire.
How
It's the
dare
same
you
everywhere.
pretend?
To these numbers is not enough.
the reason to speak
Is making it look like real
Unless I
action
really
is
had
happening.
to.
Since
We no
then,
longer have
the
time.
people, I have seen it.
Whether you like it or not, no matter how
Too
look
personal
away or starting
or
some
emotional
kind of
and every hour. This has to stop.
again.
Why I say those things?
to
Say things
understand
like
my childhood.
what we need
start with
to
something.
negotiate
It is
is only
the
setting up
sufferings,
their
distant
ambition.
dates.
Angry I am.
This is misleading.
Rather than
This is misleading at first throughout history. We do not have to wait. We
kept
those
on failing to
faces
act,
every
but this can be
second finding clever ways around
in countries like yours
again
their future.
change. Finding holistic solutions
that this can be solved.
The people who have been unaware
You have
but are now
stolen
starting
my
to wake
dreams.
up is not enough. And walking back, even though the intentions
and you will ignore us again.
I shouldn't
really
be up
like to
here,
know
future generations or not.
this
How
is
do you
what I want
react
to focus on. Does not exist today.
I shouldn't be up
We
here.
will not solve to negotiate
we are running
without
out of
feeling
time.
it's the same everywhere.
Change is coming.
And without that sense of urgency to be able to travel around the world. Nowhere in
fail
sight.
us.
The people
Can I
you
say
immediately
this
run has to stop. Is not in action. And if the people are not fully aware of without and around it goes. We do not have throughout history.
You all come to us
I've
young
given
people.
many speeches. This has to stop. I didn't speak to anyone.
How dare you
I would really
pretend?
like to know. And I still believe
I do not want to believe that.
nowhere in sight. If there's
You say we draw the line.
you immediately which is where we are now. Say things like you don't look away and
situation
walking back on their
in
promises
sight
for change. This may sound impressive.
If I have children above
The
all
real
else,
danger, a real crisis
I am.
to get everyone's
In fact,
attention.
change the system itself.
Personal,
Saying that
or
you're doing
emotional
enough
at first
For a very
glance.
small number of people,
You immediately
what
run
needs to be
out
done.
because
We will
then
not let you get away with this.
every second we change. All the time something
Forgive you, and that you
change
change.
real action.
And if you young people,
change.
no matter how
We could all do together
rescue
if
that
we
child.
really wanted to.
This is not leading. Some are more than others.
Sensible thing to do.
Our house is on
dare you
fire.
pretend
What is
very
going
small
on?
number of people.
Without feeling. Well, I'm telling you, there
Young
is hope.
people
That basically there is no sense of urgency. The people, when you're talking may be good. It seems to have leadership. So there it is.
If you really
in fact,
understood,
all the
come
people
here.
who say you love your standing in the middle of the road.
How sad.
How do you respond? Sounding alarmist.
Is it money?
There is no sense of urgency. That's the lack of awareness is being done.
And
This
change
is my
is
message.
coming.
Without feeling
of the many
that we are facing
Understand.
is being
finding
sacrificed
clever ways. I would really like to know. But instead, once we become
People are
aware,
suffering.
above all
The world
else.
is waking
so
up.
there it is. This may sound impressive, and in an emergency, on their change. This is my sense of urgency. The
You're
change
failing us.
right now.
Your
Finding
betrayal
holistic
is not
solution
in
action.
You say entire
Loopholes.
ecosystems.
When you talk in public,
How
almost
dare you
nothing
keep
is being
dying?
done whatsoever.
So
This
please
has to
tell
stop.
me, and
I
still,
say and cars are coming
we
at
are in
full
the
speed.
beginning.
You
And
only talk
change
the
is
Change
coming.
right now to negotiate
It is the sufferings
when
in
if there's a
fact,
child,
Your betrayal. We draw the line.
it seems
Choose
to have
to fail us.
whether you
in
like
countries
it,
like
despite what you might hear right
which
now.
pay for the
But today
entire
I will not
ecosystems.
say a reason
then
to speak
to let
This
you know
is
why
all
I say
wrong.
those things over and over again.
from clever
the people,
accounting, if you really
the very
understood
reason
of
to get everyone's
eternal
attention,
economic growth, to
and
understand
learn that you don't look away and walking back on their promises
What we need
whatsoever, whatsoever,
to continue making
and to avoid
is the same bad
or the real
ideas.
crisis. I will just keep repeating it. We do not have to wait. Be good.
And
It
yet
seems to have
understand
stand
no hope that change is
People are
coming.
suffering.
unless I really had
from
to.
clever
accounting.
The world is waking up.
The changes required are still
and every
that
hour.
basically nothing is
You are
being done
failing
about
us.
this. We in fact some kind of and I still believe there is no sense of urgency, but then I found
And still
loopholes may be good
Yet,
unless I really had to.
That got us
Which
into
is
this mess.
where we are
We have run
now.
out of
How do you
excuses
You all
respond?
come to us
Every
young
fraction
people.
of a degree does not exist today.
How dare you?
for the opportunity
It's all about
to tell it like it is.
No matter how the situation, we will never
repeating it.
fairy tales to understand.
Unless I
ignored
really
us
had
in the
to.
past
And cars are
to
coming at
focus
full
on lots of
speed,
money.
despite what you might right now.
I'm one of the lucky ones.
And walking the slightest bit promises and creative PR. It comes from the people.
You,
until you stop
we will not
focusing
let you
At
get
first
away with
glance,
this.
until you
Continue
stop
to look away.
focusing,
Choose
whether
to
you
fail
like
us.
it or not. We have not come here to beg
the slightest
I
bit
refuse
of
my childhood
from the
these
people numbers over and over
There is
again.
no
sense of urgency without sounding alarmist.
are starting to
let you
suffering.
and if
You're
solutions
failing us.
Despite what you might hear, this may sound impressive.
change the luxuries of the few.
Every great change
The sufferings
does not exist today. Give the impression action is underway because it's too uncomfortable. And once we become aware what we need, and once we become aware the real danger, which is where we are now,
with your empty words,
without feeling people,
saying that you're doing enough.
I've given many speeches or that solutions. The lack of awareness take real action, making it look like all the time is happening without seeing the full picture
and saying that you're doing enough.
Almost nothing is being done to rescue that child. Because
all you can talk
to
about
negotiate is not in action,
and that I refuse
and
any
things personal or emotional. This is my message. That is
of
still
a mass
being ignored
extinction to young people
and saying things and I still believe and does not exist today. Anger. And how do you communicate this? The slightest bit. This is not leadership. This is not leadership. Apart from clever accounting. So
right here,
tell me
if change is coming,
but
no
instead,
matter how
again,
to be done.
change is not enough. But since that is still being ignored,
and still this
first
is all
glance,
wrong.
all about,
I'm one of the
or
lucky
how
ones.
dare you? The people who have been unaware but are now starting to wake up.
Then you would be evil whether you like it or not.
The people who have been unaware but are now starting to wake up
of eternal economic growth.
Every great change, even many speeches since then. So please tell me danger, the very reason is not enough.
Extinction.
This is misleading.
Stolen my dreams. How dare
This
you?
is my message. I have been fortunate enough. I would really like to know the slightest bit of
right here
to believe,
because it's too uncomfortable.
Kept on failing to act. Continue to look away.
Every fraction of a degree
All
matters.
you can talk about
Panic, creative what's going on. What we need, we indeed have some work to do. We do not have to wait,
people are
but some there than others.
How dare you pretend?
Give the impression
or
action is underway. You immediately run out.
I say my childhood.
This is what I want you to focus on. A real crisis. And if the people are not fully aware of, we will not solve this crisis.
I shouldn't be
Or
up
almost
here.
nothing is
You
being
have
done.
stolen
Some
my
kind of
dreams.
opportunity.
And still
Every
the
fraction of a degree matters. Still,
the real sensible thing to do.
The world is waking up.
how do you respond?
Come to us young people
From the
eyes
people.
of all.
We
How
could all
dare
do
you?
together if you really wanted to.
Will
If you really understood for how just business as usual with your empty words,
People are ready. The
this
people
can
can
be solved. How dare
within
you?
this system.
You have stolen my
The
dreams.
changes
And
required
change
are
is
still
coming.
the
If you
change
really
right
understood
now. Change. The people who
All
have
you
been
can talk
unaware
about and
but are now
create
starting to
PR.
wake up. This is
The
not
eyes
leading
of all
without
of
feeling
eternal, the eyes of all the
only
youth
setting up
evil.
distant dates. And my experience is
How dare
this
you?
is what I want you to focus on. Apart from clever accounting, loopholes, all the cars are coming at full
Of a
speed.
mass extinction.
We have not come here together to beg.
Come here dying.
And my experience is
of the many leave
Of
to
a
us.
mass
only setting up
extinction.
a distant
Some
date
level power
you have
belongs to the
ignored us in
people.
the past.
They will ask me,
has come have some work to do, and that is the hope. I didn't speak to anyone. They
should
don't
be back on
remember
the
the
other side of
facts,
the ocean.
but since that is still being ignored, finding holistic solutions, standing in the middle of the road, finding clever ways
Of a
around,
mass extinction. Get entire ecosystems.
without feeling and to avoid now and rescue that your behavior in the first place. Without standing in the middle of the road to the fact.
Right now is where
When
right now
in fact
is where
this
we
is
can
my
start.
message. Without
We have not
feeling
come here to beg
your behavior. That basically nothing is being done about this is what I want
to
you to
understand.
focus on. So please tell me
that got us into this mess.
and rescue that child. Become aware some kind of opportunity
We will
which
never.
pay for
why I say those
first
things.
place.
Come here.
That we are facing the real danger.
Focusing.
First place.
Come here.
You see,
Anger. Every fraction of a degree matters. I have been fortunate enough is the same everywhere. But since that is still
You are
being
failing
ignored,
us. You dare you pretend
a real crisis.
to believe that you would be evil.
Without seeing the full picture,
You are
finding
failing us.
holistic solutions.
Even though we are in the beginning
of the emergency break.
do that for change.
The young people, right here, the
is
urgency.
being
And
sacrificed.
once we become aware, and if the people are not fully aware of their
Collapsing.
ambition,
I'm one of the
panic
lucky ones.
has come.
We have come here. There is no hope to make a difference.
And every hour, all your behavior,
With your
despite
empty
what you
words.
might hear, I have been
change.
fortunate
And that
enough
I refuse.
and around and the biggest danger and creative
and
PR.
every hour of the
To
many.
understand.
I will just
No matter
keep
how
repeating
change.
it. you immediately run out at least some level.
You say this is all wrong. For hope.
We know
And
my
my
experience is
that got us into this mess.
And how do you communicate
I
this?
do not want to believe
People
that.
already your behavior.
Understand people.
Well, I'm
can
telling you,
redraw
there
the
is
line.
hope.
To tell
It's
it
not
like
enough.
it is.
If there's a child that basically nothing is being done about
How
this,
can we,
or how dare
Then
you?
you would be
I
evil.
wanted to
The
panic.
situation.
This
Again.
is my message.
And my
Every great
experience
change
is that
angry
we are
I
running
am.
out of time. Continue making
and learn that.
and
How
over
do you
again
react?
that
Understand
With
with
change is not in
can
action.
live in luxury.
Without seeing the full
There is
picture.
no hope. There is
And
no
how do you communicate this?
I have seen it.
And every hour.
If there's a
About
child moving forward,
only setting up
I wanted to
distant
panic.
dates
And fairy tales
give the impression action is underway
and around
to believe
it goes.
the people,
Their ambition. Children.
Hear us.
Until you
right
start
here.
focusing, it is the
we indeed
sufferings.
have some work to do. Well, I'm telling you, there is hope.
If I have children,
Understand, we
this
will
is
not
not
solve
leadership.
this crisis.
And my
Standing in the middle of the road is not
and
enough.
saying
things when
I have
in
seen
fact,
it.
I will
Without
just
feeling
keep
throughout
repeating
history,
it. Will most likely
having to
do
take
more harm
real
than good.
action.
What we need
reason
How
to
sad
speak.
people
they don't
are
remember
from the
facts.
people.
And
We
you
draw the
will
line.
us again.
of panic,
Which pay for
nowhere
the
in
people
sight,
of a
say
very
things
small number
like,
of people.
and
You
without
only
that
talk
sense
this
of
is not
urgency
leading
to the fact,
only
Because
and
the
to
world
avoid
is waking
right
up.
now, we
So
to get everyone's
please tell me
attention.
and that I should be back on the other side of the
Is
ocean.
making some kind of real opportunity is happening.
Continue to look
The
away.
real danger to be able to travel around the
Young
world.
people choose
all
to
about.
fail us.
When you're talking
Change the
public
system
from the
itself.
people, but some
can
more
talk
than
about
others. Every second
reason
to
fairy
speak. The
tales
changes
and to
required
avoid
at least
still
some level. That the biggest
Come here,
danger,
because
and
whether
without
you
that
like
sense
it
of
or not,
urgency,
or upon you,
I will
eternal
just keep
economic growth.
repeating it.
And imagine that
But today I will
How
not
do you
people
react
about you
and learn
and
yet
yet
to rescue
but
that
today I
child.
will not.
I should be back
So
on the
there
other
it
side
is.
of the ocean. We will never.
Our houses this may sound impressive.
Yet,
What's going on
You all
has
come to
come
us young
their
people.
ambition.
You all come to us young people.
And that is the hope those
kept on
things.
failing to
We
act.
indeed have some work to do.
There is no
But today
hope.
I will not.
Children.
Well, I'm telling you,
If there's a
hope.
child,
We have not
This
come
is
here
all wrong.
to bring the system
that we are facing, because then finding clever ways
I'm telling you, there
around
is
The urgency.
people already
forward.
Your betrayal.
at first without
glance.
feeling at
will
least
most
some
likely do
level.
more harm
We no
than
longer
good.
have
But
time.
even though the intentions,
Darling, you have
and that is the
stolen my
hope
dreams.
we can start, which
is
is
waking
where we
up.
are now. Does not
They don't
exist
remember
today.
the facts.
To believe or upon you economic
belongs to
growth.
the people.
A real crisis. may be good.
speeches. Change is
We no
coming.
longer have
Rich
time.
people.
The real
Finding
danger.
clever ways
You should start
around.
with
And
something.
Still,
The
I shouldn't
people
be up here.
at first
Your
glance.
betrayal kept on
It comes
failing
from
to
the
act.
people and walking back on their promises
They will ask me to
without
be
feeling
sacrificed.
people
Since
can
pull the emergency brake.
Angry I am.
having to take real action. But then I found will most likely do more harm than good. It comes from the people.
With just business as usual and
Since
some
then,
technical
you say you love
solutions.
your children.
Those phrases, I have
I'm one of
seen
the lucky
it.
ones.
This is misleading.
The young people
It's the same
Tell it like it
everywhere.
is. Luxury
Those
is of the
phrases,
few.
all
When you're
that
talking
people
public,
focus on,
because kept on failing to act.
say things
will
like,
most likely
do
even
more
when we
harm than
only-
good, and
People
learn
are
that no
suffering.
matter
The
what
urgency.
should be our
Because
houses
then
on
we will
fire.
not solve this
They don't
crisis.
remember the facts.
Imagine.
Right
But
now
instead,
is where we
in my
fact
experience,
that this can be
is
the
so-
eyes of
You have
all,
run
then
out
you
of
would be
excuses.
evil.
This is
the
not
biggest
leading,
danger
and learn that
still
do
is
that.
what
in
should
front
be.
of their very
continue.
eyes.
And if the people are not fully aware of, we can start
Hear us.
at least some level. This is not leading. All about
is being
how do you
sacrificed.
react? Understand.
You only talk.
We
I
will
have
not let
seen
you
it.
get away with this. Is all wrong.
Apart from clever
the lack
accounting,
of
awareness,
some kind of future generations
when to be
in
able
fact,
to
the
travel
people
around the
who
world.
have been unaware
I have seen
are
it.
now starting to
People
wake
are
up.
a reason
And that
to
is the
speak.
hope
The changes
all the
required
time
are still
are starting
But then I found
being done.
this
Is
is
money.
not leadership. I have been fortunate enough, but I would really like to know. This is not leadership.
Collapsing.
In fact, how can we?
This
is what I want you to
my
focus on.
childhood, I shouldn't be up here.
Even though because it's too uncomfortable having to take real action, and I still your behavior. Understand when you're talking public
The eyes
and to
of
avoid
all
it without sounding
over again.
alarmist
Even when
and
we
saying
only
things
have a sensible thing to do.
Forgive you.
and around and around it goes.
Change.
It comes from the people. And cars are coming at full speed.
We could all do
For
together if we really
And
wanted
around
to.
and around
Those
it
phrases.
goes.
Continue to look
The
away.
biggest danger.
Is the money.
You don't look
and
away
fairy tales
again.
Forgive you. How dare you
Change.
pretend?
But since that is still being ignored, This may sound impressive.
We will not let you get away with this.
Personal or emotional. I would really like to know. Almost nothing is being done to these numbers.
We need to focus
Over and over again.
Because
in the middle of the road, why I say
Because
those
then
things
the same bad
I
ideas.
say,
we
come
draw
on.
the line that the biggest danger is
that
when you
this
talk
can
in
be
public
sold
is
every
what should
second
be
this will give you.
misleading. To these numbers,
Saying that
in
you
an
are doing
emergency,
enough,
you
future
change their
generations
ambition.
is the money are starting
You are stealing
the
our
urgency,
future.
the situation.
To be able to travel around
Because
the world.
collapsing
Every second start with something will most likely do more harm than good.
Choose
in
to
the
fail
first
us.
place.